I'm a junior from where I come from. My dad was a Lee, and he insisted that I be a Lee, and I fucking hate Lee. I fucking hate Lee. If anybody's Asian out there, I'm sorry. No offense to you. I'm sure it's great from where you come from, but where I come from, it's racism, and it's stupidity, and it's cousin fucking, you know? And the quick southern fix for that is Little Lee and Big Lee. Fuck. It's horrible. Well, when I went back, I had all of my family in front of me, and I decided I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna let them know. From now on, do not call me Little Lee. I'm Liz Tory. And I stood there and I waited for everybody to applaud, and nobody said a word, except for my bitchy Aunt Linda. She stood up and she said, I don't know why you have to do this at your father's funeral. I said, well, if you can't call me Liz Tory, then call me Living Lee and him Deadly. They now call me Liz Tory. It's all about the negotiations. Beat that one. Food. I've been traveling. I've been lucky enough to travel to Europe and all through the United States, and food is love to most people. That's so wonderful. With my family, food was whatever you couldn't outrun. I mean, cats and dogs were off the menu. I mean, we weren't monsters. Cousin fuckers. Bleh. Cousin fuckers maybe, but not monsters. Yeah. I come from a long line of con men. Preachers come from a long line of preachers. My grandfather was a preacher. My dad was a preacher. My grandmother could have been a preacher, but she didn't believe that, women were smart enough to spout fairy tales from the pulpit. My dad became a cult leader. I mean, he wasn't very smart, but, he ascended. We were all proud of him for leading that cult. Me, I want to do something like praise the goose. I get out there and I'm like, Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack keeps on his wig. Praise the goose, honk, 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 honk. Instead of speaking tongues, you honk at each other. Honk, 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 honk. We'd have to handle little Peter Piper sticking his fingers where it doesn't belong. Yeah. That'll take a lot of work to get Mother Goose around. But I think I'll do Praise the Goose. That sounds wonderful. The last time I was in a church, I was sitting right next to my bitchy Aunt Linda. And all of a sudden, in the middle of my grandfather's preaching, she just stood up. Suck a dong, suck a long, long dong, 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 long, long. And I was so scared. I was like, Papa, Aunt Linda's dying. And he was like, no, she's not dying. She just caught the Holy Ghost. You could catch it like the flu. And then 3 more sons of bitches right behind me stood up. Suck a dong, suck a long, long dong. I got the hell out of there. Yeah, going to church, 1 star, would not recommend. Don't do it. You can never get that back. Well, I'm Liz Tory. I don't know where the time is, so I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna leave you with go home, do some butt stuff, get with your cousin.